Hi, this is Bruce from PodcasterWhosWho.com and also review of podcasts at reviewofpodcast.wordpress.com. I appreciate all of the podcasters for coming to the website and trying out some of the services, and we are growing. We've only come into the scene since March 28th of 2007, so the PodcasterWhosWho.com website is growing. This video is an introduction to some of the features that you can use right now on PodcasterWhosWho.com. And if you haven't used it yet, I appreciate you all trying it. Have some fun with it. And let me tell you what I'm going to basically explain. The community RSS feed. Now, the community RSS feed is a great way for you to get onto an RSS feed with other podcasters. Again, it's the community. What happens is you log into your PodcasterWhosWho.com website. And what happens is you can enter an MP3 file just by entering the URL. When you click on the participate button, you will automatically be listed on this RSS feed. And what happens is when you look at the community RSS feed, you will be on an RSS feed with other podcasters, and you can choose whatever podcast MP3 file you choose that you want at the time. It's a great way to get onto an RSS feed with other podcasters. And right now we have approximately 25 podcasters on this thing. So I'm happy that people are trying it. And then people can just subscribe to it when they want. And they can get different podcasts. They can sample the podcasts on it. It's a very cool thing. Now, the RSS API is a great way of getting your podcast onto other people's websites, both podcasters and non-podcasters. It is a little line of HTML that opens up a little web page or a section of a web page on anybody's website. And every time you put up your podcast, it automatically shows up on everybody's website who has your RSS API code. All it is just 2 lines of HTML, and you can give it out to as many webmasters as you want. And what do you give back in return? Well, maybe you can mention that they're putting your podcast on their website. So definitely take advantage of that. It's a great promotional tool. Also, the podcast network creation tool. You can now create your own podcast network tools right on PodcasterWhosWho.com. What happens is you can go to the create page. You give it a name, a description, and a category. And then other people can join your podcast network. So you can basically have the music podcast network that has all music podcasters. And to join is very simple. You simply just log into your PodcasterWhosWho.com account, and you find the podcast network that you want to join and click the join button. It's really that simple. Then everybody who looks at that network will see a link to your podcast. It's a very excellent promotional tool. I'm going to take you to the website and show you some of these features in action. I'm not really sure how this is going to look on the video, so I may have to adjust it. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to basically just take a quick look. This may be a little blurry, but I'm going to log into my account. Okay, I'm logged in. Now, I'm not sure if I can actually point this out in the video, but when you log into your PodcasterWhosWho.com account, you'll see right on the top it says participate in the PodcasterWhosWho.com community RSS feed, and you'll be able to enter a URL of your MP3. Right away, when you click the participate button, that is it. You can enter whatever MP3 you want. Now, this will automatically show up on an RSS feed that anybody can subscribe to. And this RSS feed has all the podcasters who have registered. It's about 25 podcasters. Not too bad. But what happens is those podcasters who are on this feed can promote the feed, and then they'll promote you as well. So it's a great way of networking. Now, there's the podcast network tool. You can actually join other types of podcasts that may have something to do with the category of your podcast. It's very cool. Like here's the big music podcasters. So you can see that there are different podcasters on this network. And every time somebody wants to check out podcasts of a certain category, they can go to the Podcast Network tool and basically create and link to this, and they see all the podcasts. This is very cool. There's a link right here that says join this podcast network. As soon as you do, it says congratulations, you've already joined the podcast network, which is great. And also, and basically that's about it for this video, but I'll be giving you more features as we go along. I hope this actually clears up some of the features that are available to you right now on this site. Also, I thank everybody for joining the site, and I'll be putting up more videos. Take it easy, folks. This is Bruce from PodcasterWhosWho.com and a review of podcasts.